Hey YouTube, Scarpad here. How you doing today? Coming at you with a little unboxing of a product we got in and brand new, just got shipped out to pretty much everybody today. And let's go ahead and look at that. So got this from Best Buy because Amazon was pretty much back ordered on these, so I took a chance and ordered it from Best Buy. It looks like I got it. So this is the brand new Kindle Scribe e-reader. And of course, this just got on the market. This is both a 10.3-inch e-reader and a note-taking device. And kind of interested in this. I do have a Paperwhite, but wanted to get an e-reader that was larger. Now, this is about the size of an iPad. And the thing I like about e-readers are the fact that, you can read kind of uninterrupted. I have all my ebooks up on Amazon, and this could do ebooks, could do comics. Of course, it's grayscale, good for manga and even, comics. And it'll be nice for note-taking device. I want to use this when I, when I watch the stuff for DHS and my show, Scarpad's Sci-Fi Sojourns, to take notes and write them down. Then you can upload them and have them ready on your phone. Saves them as an image file, from what I understand. Now, this is the middle. This comes in a couple different formats. There's a basic model. I think it's $319 or something in that area, $349. No, I think it was like $319 for the basic model, which is just the basic pen without the eraser and 16 gigabytes of storage. This is the middle model. This has the pen with the eraser on it and the 32 gigabytes of storage. So 10.2, 300 ppi display. And that's important because the Paperwhite is 300 ppi pixels per inch on a 7-inch device. And pretty much all the other e-readers out there will do 300, but not on a device this large. I think the highest that some of the other ones do, like the Remarkable, which is a note-taking machine and an ebook reader, does like 212. And when you get lower PPI, you can tell the text isn't as sharp, isn't as defined. So I wanted something that not only did notes, but is an excellent e-reader. And Kindles are that. I guess the note-taking ability on this isn't as advanced as something like the Remarkable, but knowing Kindle, they'll update this, upgrade it, and make it a little bit better. So where we go ahead, this comes in that type of Kindle boxing that you see, okay, very disposable. Let's open that up. And he has the pull handle. So let's go ahead and take this out. I'm going to set the tablet aside for a second, or the e-reader side, so we can look at what's in the box. You get a hello guide. And then you get your pencil. This is a pencil. We'll unbox that in a second. And let's put the box aside. And it looks like you get a standard, I think it's USB-C cable right here. No charge head. Pretty much part of the course now. You don't get charge blocks, but they figure people have a million of them hanging around. On the end of this is USB-A, not USB-C on the other end. So, you'll probably have a charge block you can use for this. Well, probably if you have a Kindle or Amazon Fire or something. Now, this pen is a standard Wacom device, which is standard for using on tablets and e-readers. So, you can go ahead and probably use any pen you have, like this particular one. Now, supposedly I thought this came with extra tips, but I don't see any unless they're in the pin themselves. This pin is rechargeable. It connects to the side of the tablet. Let's just double check the box. Yes, right here. There's a little box with extra tips. So it looks like they give you 5 extra tips in there of varying sizes. So if you like them a little thicker, a little thinner, you can do that. So let's go ahead and unwrap this device. And I tried to make it too easy to get into this thing. I tried to do this if I want to resell a thing, I can resell it. And there it is. Now, the first thing you're going to notice is, I know its first thing is it's very smooth. Probably pick up fingerprints, I would imagine, because it's kind of a shiny device. And I can tell you you're going to need a case for this because if you're reading, this is very light. And the way they've done this is because you have this little edge here, this grippable edge. You know, you can use left and right-handed readers can just spin it around and use whatever hand you want. But this is very light, so you can read with this without any problem. And you know, it had a really nice screen. Maybe a little bit bigger than an average size book, but pretty nice. Now on the back of this, if you'll notice these little indentations, those are magnets. They sell a case for this that the unit itself just attaches into and gets held into by the magnets. Now, I didn't buy the case. The case has been getting some kind of, well, first off, it's $80, which is nuts for a case. And it's a flip case, and it hasn't been getting great reviews. I know Fenty and a lot of other third-party distributors are going to be coming out with cases for this. I figured I'd wait, put it in a sleeve, and wait and see what I want for a case. I definitely will be getting a case because no doubt I would drop this. It's like glass, you know, and you know you would drop it. So nothing here on this side. On this side, nothing. This side, nothing. Let's see here. This side looks like you have your charging port and your power switch. And I'm glad they put that there because on the Amazon, on the Kindle Paperwhite now, they have it on the bottom, and your finger always hits this thing and turns it off accidentally. So I'm glad that they put this on the bottom. So let's go ahead and see if it's got any power and power it up. And like the Paperwhite, this has a, it's got the adjustable light backlighting and I was, you know, the same technology, e-quarter-inch screen. Okay, so let's go ahead and set this up again. I'll go ahead and select English. Next. Select United States. Next. And now it's going ahead and starting up. Myself broadcast, which would be nice. I'm gonna have to probably sign in, so we'll do that in a second. And I can already tell from the screen that's gonna be a very nice screen to read, you know, both comics and books on. Okay, let's see. Saying welcome to your new Kindle. You can easily set this device if you have the Kindle app on your phone, or you can use the app for even faster setup. All right, so let's go ahead and set up with your phone. And then let's go ahead and let me grab my phone over here. And all you have to do is, if you have it, go into the Kindle app on your phone. So let's go ahead and find my Kindle app. Okay, it's right here. Supposedly go to the More tab and settings. Settings, and go to Amazon device simple setup. Turn that on. Allow Bluetooth. Say OK. And it's telling me Kindle Scribe found. Get started. It's connecting. You tap link and continue. Okay, so I'm selecting a previous selected Wi-Fi network, so now it's setting up in Wi-Fi. The device itself has 63% power, so when you get it, it will have some power. Success, finish. Okay, so it looks like that's it. Okay, so it's saying, hi, David. Click next. Okay, so now it's downloading an update. Always the way when you buy something, immediately it tries to do an update. And yeah, I'm looking forward to doing some comics on this. And because Comixology, if you ever, comics and Comixology, you'll be able to read any of them on here. Or, anything you do from Kindle Unlimited. In magazines, of course, the up in Kindle Unlimited. So now the Kindle's restarting. And you don't necessarily always have to see everything in color, so it's nice to have this. And you're probably saying you're quite right. I mean, you can buy a Fire tablet for Amazon Fire tablet for like $100, and maybe even cheaper on Black Friday. And they're nice. The 10-inch one is a nice tablet. But the nice thing about the Kindle is it's uninterrupted reading. You're not going to get messages. Instagram won't be going off. You won't be seeing emails come in. Phones won't be ringing. So now it's installing the update, so we'll have to let that go. When you want to read, you want to read. You want to be uninterrupted when you read. And of course, you can, a lot of tablets you have do not disturbs and all that. But I've always loved e-ink readers. I've tried the Kobo. Kobo makes nice devices. But the whole thing about Kindles that you always come back to is the ecosystem. All those books and all the cheap prices on books and the comics, because it's tied into Comixology and Reading Unlimited and Prime. And I mean, it's tough for other devices. Not that there's not other good e-reading devices. There's a ton of them, but none that really have that ecosystem back of them. Even Barnes and Noble with a Nook. The ecosystem's okay, but it's nowhere near what the Kindle is. And the readers aren't anywhere as near as good as what you're getting on the Kindle. They've just been doing it so long. So now this Kindle's restarting, and when it comes up, we should see the interface, and we should see my books there. So give it a second, let it power back up. Hope everybody's doing well today. And don't forget, later this week, we have Dylan's Horror Show. We'll be watching A Storm of the Century, the Stephen King miniseries, and reviewing that. And then next week on Scarbat's Sci-Fi Sojourns, of course, we'll be doing the first new one of the month, and that's going to be a movie called, what are we doing? We're doing Pandorum, which is a sci-fi from 2009, starring Dennis Quaid. Should be an interesting flick. I haven't seen it, but I have wanted to. So I'm going to like to mix up that show where I do maybe at least one a month of a movie I have not seen. I think it really keeps you on your toes to do that. It's nice to do movies that you've seen, but I like to try to do one that I haven't seen. All right, so let's see what we get. Okay, well, So we've got unable to load this web page. Let's see. Press OK. Uh-oh. Oh, it's coming up. So I don't know if this is kind of a web page. This is your home screen. Okay. So pretty typical if you own a Kindle, you know what you're looking at here. Back to top. Let's go to a library. And it's still loading. So there's beginning of my library. So along the bottom here, you have home, library, notebooks, and more. So notebooks, I guess, is all your notebooks that you're going to go ahead and start to set up. And then more is just all your settings and reading lists. So let's see, the pen itself will, I guess, does it? The pen itself magnetically attaches to the side so that you can keep it with you. And there's the front screen. So I don't know if the pen itself has any charges to it. Let's go ahead and try. Okay, so to start taking notes, you just tap the plus icon, create a notebook, and it comes up with like templates and you can name it. So you can just choose a blank slate here, create. Okay, so there's your blank slate. And so that is where we can minimize. This is like toolbar tips. So now on the side, you have your different pen settings. And you can see me writing on that. I just wrote test. Very hard to see because of the lighting and all that. But I can tell you, that there's no latency. I mean, none at all. It feels like you're writing on a blank piece of paper. So I can see this is really probably good for drawing too. Now, obviously, you're not getting colors and all that, but if you want to do any kind of pencil drawings, page 1 of 1. Let's see about erasing. So here's the eraser. Now, supposedly what you do is you just go ahead and you erase over this. So if I was going to go ahead and want to erase that word, I don't know if you have to. I see there's a switch here. I'm definitely going to have to. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to read about this. But I know there's a way to do it where you can just use this tip in to erase, and then it just slowly erases everything. Now, I don't know if you. Oh, yeah, that pulls it up. That's just your control panel with the brightness and the warmth settings. So, and I don't know if you. So you can move that to either side. So now I'm on page 3 of the various notebook. Now to bring it back, I don't know. I guess because this is just your settings. I don't know if you have to, maybe you have to tap the side here. That just kills the light. And thank God that Amazon didn't feel the need to put any ads on this thing. So there are no ads on this. So yeah, I'm going to have to learn how exactly to get rid of or go back to the main menu. Because I don't really see any way of doing that. But I'm sure I am. Sure there is. So, well, I just want to pop in here and show that. Do a little unboxing. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're thinking about getting one for school or for, I'd say there's probably better ones out there if you want to get one that's dedicated for just taking notes. And that's all you want to do with it and drawing and so forth. And maybe do very light e-reading. But if you want something that's a good e-reader and something that is good for taking notes, and I wish I could see if I can figure this out here. Hold on. I wish I could go back to see. The only thing I would say is this isn't too intuitive for, once you get into that note app, you would think it would be either a swipe up or something to get that back, and I don't see it. But once I get the handle of all this, I'll probably do a couple videos showing exactly the functions of it and so forth. So, all right, for right now, well, thank you guys for watching. If you're interested in the e-reader, hey, latency is fantastic. So if you want to take notes and you want a good e-reader, might be worth looking into. And of course, Amazon usually has great sales. So wait for the next Black Friday or wait for the next big Amazon sale. I'm sure you'll be getting this on heavy discounts once they get up and rolling with it. All right, thank you, everybody. If you like these videos, like and subscribe. We'll see you on Dylan's Horse Show on Saturday night. Until then, we'll say have a good afternoon. Keep reading, keep collecting, and we'll catch you later.